History. We all know that history is mainly divided into three periods: ancient, medieval, and modern. Today I'm going to talk about the ancient history. Now, as most of you fear about history, like it's a whole subject of mugging things about, you have to memorize a lot of things, but that is not the case. As the name suggests, history is about his story. Means it's a story actually. It's giving you some information in the form of story. Like when you read a story or novel, you don't mug it up, right? But in history, also, it's not about mugging things up. You have to understand it, understand the information what it's trying to tell. So when you're learning the ancient history, you have to understand what things you have to understand, and what is the main theme of ancient history, on which topics you have to focus, how is it different from the other periods of history, and why should we learn ancient history. So we have to first of all understand certain things before directly going into the chapters or whatever chapters you have included in the ancient history. So basically ancient history is a very interesting portion of the history, all over history, because it tells you about how, like now it's the postmodern period, but suddenly we don't fall from the earth and enter into this postmodern period and become today humans. Of course there's a long and slow evolution process. So this ancient history deals with that portion, how humans started to become civilized. First they were totally primitive, then they started to become civilized. Like they discovered the use of fire, will. First they were hunters and gatherers, they used to hunt animals. They don't have any clothes to wear, they can speak and write. They used to just hunt, live in caves. From there he started to discover fire, make houses, small houses made of mud and straw and whatever things. And then the tools with which he used to hunt, that also changed. That tools become more polished and more fine and highly developed. So gradually he turns to come into community and make villages. So that's the later portion. But first the primitive life of the humans, like they used to live in the jungles, and they used to tackle with all the adversities of life, from the danger of climate and from the wild animals. So that's a total portion you need to understand, because after all, why should we learn ancient history? Because now we are the modern humans, but our forefathers, thousands of generation backs, how they struggle to come in this position. It's our duty, it's our right to understand and know about them. They had to struggle a lot, they had to know a lot, because they were totally unknown of everything. So it's of course important to learn it, otherwise we can't relate. Like as I'm telling you, it's not a magic like we fall from the earth and we become straight away human beings. No. So ancient history deals with the total things, like after becoming civilized, villages, towns, then different civilizations came up, which will you learn later, like the Indus Valley civilization, Egyptian, Mesopotamia. There are several civilizations that came all over the world. So ancient history actually deals with everything of that. Like how now today we are so modern, so much upgraded in technology, but at first things were not like that. So we need to relate with that. Maybe we can't get all the similarities, but we can relate with that. Now how is it different from the other periods? Okay, like medieval deals with the political administration, several empires, kingdoms pop up. Modern period is deal with the British period, but ancient period totally deals with the evolution, which is similar to the Darwin's theory. So you can get a quite similarity. So that's why you should learn